Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. I forgot to put myself in the stream. Hang on, though. I'm going to switch microphones, though. Hang on. Hey, guys. Sorry about that. Can you hear me now? I don't know what's the matter. All I tried to do was disconnect the camera so I could use a better microphone. I was trying to get better audio. I don't have enough ports. Anyway, but we don't need to look at me. I'm nothing to look at. We could do it just like this with the audio, but I don't know why I can't just unplug the camera and talk on the microphone. Anyway, I'll figure that out later. All right, sorry about that. So let me share the screen. My bad on the audio, and I'm sorry about the echo camera audio. That's why I was trying to use the better microphone, but it's not one thing, it's another. Nothing's been going that well for me lately, or I've been having a bad year. All right, so and it's fixing to get worse because this freaking market's going to crash. But that's fine. I'm prepared for it. All right. Well, all right. All I was showing earlier, I forgot what we were. All I was showing was that the gold and silver were up. Thank God. Finally today, and even SPY's bouncing. So anyway, and then we looked at Qs, but it's bouncing too. They're both up 3/4 of a point. FOMC today, right? So it might be kind of quiet in front of that. All right, so let's get to some other stuff. The diversified divas. Let's see how these guys are doing today. I've tried to just talk real loud lately because I know the microphone sucks, but talking really loud doesn't fix the echo. I get that. Anyway, all right. I guess let's look at I guess a lot of people paid dividends today, and so I went in and entered all the dividends. Obviously, Chippy's up the best. It's just people don't realize how bad this quarter's been. I mean, you know, I mean, the SPY's flat for the quarter. I mean, that's a bad quarter. The SPY usually goes up most quarters. I mean, that's a bad quarter, and then the Qs are down. Anyway, um, hopefully that'll change soon. But it's just been a rough quarter. I mean, it could get a lot worse too. QLDY is holding the closest to the Qs, but it's still behind 3%. And as long as the Qs keep going down, it's going to keep going down too, and it'll even keep going down a little bit more. So it's definitely a risk on bet. All of these are risk on. Don't have these if you don't think the underlying assets are going to go up. Anyway, but the next group is GPTY down about 11 and K yield down 12. I mean, they're right there together. GPTY and K yield are kind of next group, and then from there it drops off really fast. ULTY is down 17.6. All the puts in the world won't save it. I mean, but it is saving it from going down as fast as WPay or LFGY or blocks or ULTI. But I mean, anyway, it still absolutely is doing terrible. All right, so that's that. So let's look maybe at the daily percent change. ULTI is up 5%. Really, I'm calling BS on that. ULTI. Nope, it absolutely is up 5.16%. All right, well, that's great. That's great. Too bad it's not on a, you know, it didn't set a new all-time low yesterday, but, and that's not adjusted for dividends, but even adjusted for dividends, it set a new all-time low yesterday. All the dividends in the world can't help this one out. Not right now. It needs tech to go up. So, all right, so that's ULTI. I guess now blocks is up 2.2 also. Now I believe that. I mean, but I just didn't believe ULTI is up that much. Let's look at K yield. Now Howard has gold and silver exposure, and he's up 1.6. Good job. And ULTY is probably down today because everything's up. Well, it wasn't down, but it's not up near as much as the other stuff. That's the way it works. Goes up slow, goes down slow. All right. Well, anyway, let's look at, did you guys hear this came out today? Golden came out today. I have the trades loaded up. We have a new top 10 list. There's a big shakeup over the weekend, and then Tuesday's trade. XOMO was number 1, but it dropped down here to number 5. TSMY is now number 1. Chippy's now number 2. And look at all these closed-end funds: SWZ, RIV, BCAT, FAX, and ASGI are all closed-end funds and doing. I think that's the most closed-end funds we've had. Really, the only tech that's holding up at this point is basically chips. So it's going to be ugly when those go. It's going to be ugly when those go. Okay, so that covers that. I'm supposed to make some content on this, but the way things are going lately, who knows? I mean, I made content yesterday and it was so bad I scratched it. So maybe I'll do better today and try to make something on this, but I'm not holding my breath. All right, so ULTY. Yeah, I mean, that one. The one thing you say about this one, at least it didn't make a new low like all the other ones did. So I mean, the puts did help, but it's still doing very poorly. All right, well, let's go to stocktools.app. Look at this. I'm in Discord now. You guys don't realize how big of a pain it was to have to go to this computer for Discord, and because lots of times you guys will give me something and then I'll copy and paste it, and then I'd have to email it to myself to get it on this computer. This is just the biggest pain in the ass. I finally, I locked this down so hard I checked every 2-factor authentication, everything. I finally got it. I finally hacked my way into it. So, anyway, I'll be a lot more, it'll be easier to reach me on Discord. I'll keep it up over here on this screen. So anyway, I'm really happy about that. But let's look at the index buffers. The main reason I got this up here. All right. We'll see what's going on in the index buffer, and then we'll look over at some stocktools.app. But yeah, but that makes me, it's going to make my life so much easier. I don't know if the content's going to get better, but it'll make probably not, but it'll make my life easier. Who do we got here? Oh, Summit, what's up? You're 15 minutes behind. Well, you didn't miss anything because we had some technical problems in the first few minutes. In fact, don't even go back to watch it if you haven't, because there's no audio. All right. So, okay, so Y-Spy is doing well today, beating the underline, and that I'm going to swerve over into another lane. We'll be back here, but this, I want to show you something that I'm not going to make a video over, but I still want to show you. And I saved it up in one of these tabs. Okay. I was looking the other day, I guess Monday or Tuesday night or Misty Monday. I was looking at, I was doing some research on this. Now this is only for a month, but I think it's impressive. I mean, XBTY has been doing poorly. There's no doubt. It's down 41% for 6 months, and you know, but so are YBTC, YBIT, and IBIT, the underline. So you know, but over the past month, well, let's look at 3 months. Over the past 3 months, it's been doing a little better, but over the past month, I was really impressed that it didn't dive, you know, with these other dogs. I mean, so now I know they sell leveraged options, but maybe they saw this one coming and scooted the strikes or something, whatever. I'm going to keep an eye on this XBTY. Like I say, I thought that was interesting. I've never really seen many signs from life out of XBTY, but this is definitely one right here. You know, it's spanking blocks on a 1 month basis, and you know, blocks is usually pretty good, of course, but anyway, I was more impressed at how it seems to be protecting capital. However, they're doing that. Anyway, great job, Granite Shares. I don't talk about Granite Shares enough. All right, so I'm swerving back into the other lane though. All right, so. But Y-Spy is kind of doing surprisingly well also. Then we have TSYX. That's not doing surprisingly well. It has leverage. We'd expect it to be doing a little bit better than the underlying. The feed and 5E doctrine is true again. These things are absolute dogs. I'm going to swerve over into the feed and 5E lane. These things are just could not be worse. The worst yield max fund by far. I mean, no one has it. It only has 10.7 million. It had 12 last time. They just need to close this thing down. This is a failed plan, failed strategy. Anyway, so let's see what they have in there now. They have Google. Okay. I mean, that's, or GUI, but that's a good value play. Certainly not momentum. Now, Murray does have momentum. I mean, I get the Murray part of it, but Palti, I mean, if it turns around, this thing should be doing great because it's AMD and RDYY. They must only redo these like once a quarter, and maybe the last time they redid these, yeah, these assets were in a rally or whatever. But man, they're just writing these losers all the way down. I've just literally never seen a worse fund. It's just a failed plan. Anyway, Y10, like I always say, that they filed a prospectus for something called Y10. I don't know that it's supposed to replace this, but it's doing a similar strategy. We'll see if it works out better. Anyway, swerving back into but yeah, feed and 5E suck. They're doing well today, but they are just absolutely the worst. I mean, I think the only thing they really beat is Murny, and I don't even think they beat Murny lately, but ULTY dogs them. Just absolutely dogs feed and 5E. So in any event, it's a failed strategy. You know, because a lot of you guys think ULTY is a failed strategy. So if you think ULTY is a failed strategy, you have to think feed and 5E is a failed strategy. So in any event, SVOL doing well today, but SVOL's kind of, you know, can't get a handle on it. What's down? We have ZVOL and NLSI down a little bit. Right, then in NASDAQ land, KQQQ doing good, beating the parent. That's good. FEPI beating the parent. That's also really good. We have a lot of other ones that are, you know, Triple QI's catching about 90% of the upside. Triple QT's catching a bunch of upside. Salty's actually, Salty is an inverse fund, but somehow it's performed. Anyway, Salty's doing well and actually beating the bullish parent or whatever. If you consider Salty's parent the Qs, which I did, it's really the inverse Qs. Salty ought to be down 1.15 right now. It's the Qs are up 1.15, but they're whatever reason they probably just got lucky. We'll take it though. QLDY looking good, beating the parent. Doesn't really surprise me. On a big up day, which is what 1.1 is, that QLDY will beat the parent, but so will blocks. As well, especially if there's crypto, if it's an up day in crypto too, not just tech. But anyway, ULTY actually beating blocks now. I'm calling BS on that. If I hit refresh, there's no way that's true. But anyway, we did check ULTI. ULTI is plus 5.16. Great job, ULTI. And K yield is plus 2. I believe that. So, but anyway, that's good. That Alti quote's wrong. There's no way. There's no way. Let's go back here. Let's go back here and take a look-see at it. Well, you know what? Is it because of the dividend? They did go X today. Right. Well, yeah, I mean they did because I put it in the thing. Anyway, whatever. Whatever. Let's just make that go away. I mean they're doing well to almost be up a point. I just calling BS on that plus 2, but you know maybe maybe right here is not figuring the dividend because you have to add in whatever they paid. Which was, well, it's in here somewhere. It's the same thing it pays every time. So anyway, it's not that big of a deal. No one's buying Alti. No one cares about that. It's not a big deal. All right. But anyway, it's good. It's good for the people that have it, that is showing signs of life. Right. All right. So back to stocktools.app. All right. So, but that's good to see for sure. Even if it's wrong, it's still good to see. Let's hit refresh. I don't know. I don't know. Gosh darn it. I just freaking hate this. How I never know. This is 2026. I mean, there's, I mean, all right. Well, Google, that stupid spreadsheet pulls everything from Google Finance. So let's see what Google Finance is saying. Let's see, ULTY. Yeah, Google Finance is saying plus 2% today. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe TradingView does. Oh, that's okay. Let's go look. But I thought I had dividends checked on TradingView, but that could make a difference. I could have sworn I had dividends. Yeah, adjust data for dividends. Well, who knows? Not that big of a deal. Like I say, no one's buying that one. Downtown. Yeah, no, I do too, and I'm actually happy with it. But I'm happy that I'm only down to 6%, so it's not hurting me bad. I'm happy that I sold some at higher levels. But yeah, it's killing me right now. The 6% I have left is definitely a bag. Anyway, all right. Well, it's going, like I say, it is going the right direction for the people that have it. I mean, that's good. It's up 2%. So anyway, it'll go up in block. It's the same problem as blocks. It's high beta stuff. High beta stuff's been terrible lately. I mean, look, even the NASDAQ's down over the past 3 or 4 months. So, I mean, high beta stuff, and this doesn't trade, and this trades the NASDAQ double, basically. So anyway, but or like double beta. But yeah, I know all about that Downtown. All right, so back to here. Anyway, so that's, I guess it's good news. That's just, I don't know why TradingView and Google can't be on the same page. It's anyway. All right, so let's go over to Russell Land. Well, let's go all the way to the end. So XOVR, which is basically SpaceX, is up, and USOY is up, which we were talking about earlier. I'm still doubting the breakout type. I mean, we'll see. I mean, anyway, over here in Russell Land, though, we don't look at these very often. IWMY is actually the best performing out of all the Russell based ones, up because these aren't them. But the other ones that are performing well are, well, I mean, IWMI is only catching about 2/3 of the upside. IBVW is not doing very well. Bali's kind of lagging today. Clip is actually outperforming. I'm trying to think what I use for parent on Clip. I think it looks like I use SPY. Anyway, whatever. It's outperforming something. Good job, Clip. Its parent really should be K-Web. I would, but in any event, it's outperforming SPY. We'll take it. All right. So let's see what else we want to talk about. Now we're going to go over here to stocktools.app, see what's going on there. Okay, so we're going to go here to a little income ETF analysis. There's probably something that wasn't on the index buffer. There's undoubtedly all kinds of stuff that wasn't on the index buffer report. So let's see what else is moving. I can't believe I can't figure out how to just use the microphone. I mean, other people do that. That shouldn't be that hard to do. I guess next time I'll try it first before I go live. But I mean, I think you unplug the camera, plug the microphone in. And then anyway, all right. But until I get more ports, I'll probably just, if I can figure out how to use the microphone, I'll start using the microphone so the audio's better. Like I say, no one cares about looking at me. That's not adding anything. It's not like I'm trying to demo something or whatever. So I'll try to fix that, and I'll try to have it fixed by the evening show, and we'll see if the audio is better. All right. So best performing of the day is PLTW. Great job. And then we have HOOW. Then we have Palti. Palti's not doing nearly as well as PLW, but I mean, it's doing all right. COIW is outperforming the parent by 33%. Good job. Murni doing well, even though it's underperforming. I really am curious if Murni beats, if Murni can beat Feet. Okay, they're both bad. I mean, yeah, they're both bad. The Feet's worse. The fact that it's supposed to follow momentum. Murni's a victim of Moderna. So, I mean, Feet is worse. That they're trying to be somewhat diversified. They use five funds that are based on momentum. Feet is just a failure. I mean, if you bought it at 49, I mean, you bought it at 49. It's at 19 now, but you've got $20 in dividends. Anyway, it's a disaster. All right, back here though. So Murni's definitely not better than Feet, but I mean, I think it's because there's no great shakes either. But I can understand why Murni's down. I have no explanation for Feet. All right. At least you don't have a bag of Feet. Because that would even be worse than having a bag of ULTY. My bag of blocks is getting pretty dang heavy too, but anyway, and K-Yield. All right, AMZW killing it, beating the parent by 50%. That's a great job. HOYY from our friends over at Granite Shares doing well. Robley, PLYY from Granite Shares. Not catching all the upside by any means, but doing very well. Carvani, Hui, Coney looks. I mean, Tech and I guess that's why all those diversified divas are up, 2, 3, 4, 5% today, is because Tech is bouncing today. So small miracle, right? A very small miracle. All right, guys, anything else you want to talk about, put it in the comments. But outside of that, like I say, I would say I'm going to make content, but I don't want to promise anything. I'll try to, but if it turns out like yesterday's, I'll try to. Oh, you're a little bit late, David. Well, yeah, you didn't really miss much. You didn't really miss much. But here's what you missed. The diversified divas, blocks, ULTY, ULTI, and KULT look really good today. Tech is bouncing. Coinbase, Palantir, those types of stocks are up. Even ULTY is up 2% today. So it's a great day for those types of stocks. But I would still expect in front of the FOMC for it to be kind of quiet. But I mean, so far the markets, it's not. That's what I would expect. But you look at Qs here, and Qs are up, a percent, and anyway. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to get out of here. I will go try to make some content on something. We'll see how it turns out. All right. But in either event, I'll be here at the end of the day, and I'm going to go back to the Just microphone, and we'll see how the Just microphone does, but I'll test it first. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here, and thanks for the patience with the audio mess up at the start of the video. But okay, it's just a miss from last week. That's good to know. All right. That's good to know. All right, guys, I'll be back later. All right. Or hit me up in Discord. I'm in Discord now again. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later.